Looks like it'll be okay, just maybe. Depending on how quickly compliance grows. Big hat, big mustache, big profits. Alright, who is Theodor von Hassel? Before we praise this fellow too much. Knowing, like, a lot of the other membership of Mittelafrika. Theodor von... not Con, von Hassel. German officer and farmer in East Africa, also noted as an enthusiastic hunter of elephants. His son, Kai Uwe von Hassel, served as president of the West German Bundestag. He was a Prussian soldier. Served with distinction during the Franco-Prussian War. Is this really the same guy? No, it's not. He died in 1935. This is someone else. Although his background makes sense. German officer and farmer in East Africa. But he was born in 1868. This guy is definitely younger. Is it his son? No, his son is Uwe von Hassel. Uwe von Hassel. I don't know how you pronounce that. U-W-E. Over. Ah, okay. If you're market liberal, doesn't that mean the British are in charge? No, the British were kicked out and the political party changed to the New Reform Party. Because the focus that we passed over, which was the Restore British Self-Rule, was a minus 100% popularity market liberals. And then the party changes with the hold elections. Uwe. Uwe. Okay. You might be democratic enough now to do local autonomy and build up compliance faster. Focus cancelled? Why? Because I'm not paternal autocrat. Alright, fine. Can't do any of these anymore. All of it's blocked. But I can do the back to basics. I can also deal with the Belgians, which at this point, because I'm not social liberal, I'm doing. Now that we've dealt with the Belgians and their ACC, it is time to make our arrangements with them permanent. So we'll be locked in on the Belgian influence. Which I'm okay with. This is a 5% modifier. Better than a 15% modifier, which it was for a while. I'm currently buying in a lot of steel, which I apparently don't need. Right, because we just upgraded steel production in a province, which we should take a look at improving. I have a feeling I may have done it already. Yes, I'm not seeing any other steel producers, at least not at a glance. There's tungsten hiding in there. And I know that there was chromium down here. There's steel. Katanga. And then you were saying occupation, we can go to local autonomy. Which is... yeah, resistance target's now 35. I think that's dangerous. No, it was martial law. So, local police force there. Garangje is not fine with that. Is fine with civilian oversight. Kenya, definitely not civilian oversight, although that's probably just because the police forces need more equipment. Let's make sure that priority is given to those. You can almost certainly be local autonomy. You might also be local autonomy. Not quite. Close, though. You can definitely be local autonomy. Mozambique's pretty chill. Nigeria might well need to say martial law. Nigeria is not a happy place right now. Nyasaland. It's fine with local police. I mean, actually, can you do local police? No. Secret police? Secret police is actually better than martial law for you. Better for it for me as well. Done. Somalia. Apparently... Oh no, that's too much. 25? 25's fine. Zambezia. It's fine. Okay. And anyone that's not resisting, just hide them. We're losing a little bit, but not a massive amount. We're fine. I feel like Nigeria could probably do with, yeah, local police. In fact, local police is even okay. Civilians? Give that 24 hours to rejig. Goes down to 28. Okay, civilians too much, but local police is fine. Alright, technology. Well, I think it is time for me to get military police. So let's go ahead and do that. And yes, I know I have access to all of this now, and we will do that once I've done the deal with the Belgians, because I don't want the... I don't want, what's it called? Social liberals growing over time. For free. Lock it in place. It's done enough. Meanwhile, how are your armies? Your units are on the way. More units are on the way. Kind of hoping you lose Accra. And this guy. Oh, this. New England has capitulated. Lewis Barrows has announced the New Englander nation can no longer withstand the pressure from the occupying American forces. It's gone. 41. Does not include guns, does not include logistics. Does, however, include armor. Let's do that. And then I think what I want to do is start training some more of them, which just strip us of all manpower, and there we go. Now I just need Accra to fall. We'll hold on to this line. Try looking up his name without Von, since Von was given to make them noble. So, Theodor Hassel. I can do that. Theodor Hassel. No. Still just shows up Von's. No, Ashanti is not a German puppet. Yes it is. So is Ashanti one of mine? Yeah, it must have been. Debug so I can see its thing. Ghana. Annex. Gah. Alright, so that's mine. So, go and take that back, please, guys. It's mine. Mine, 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 mine. Get working on medium tanks. And then I might actually start trying to get some medium tanks to begin preparing for an attack against France. Maybe even Sweden. Although Sweden is once again fighting. There's the advanced light tank chassis. Which we want to go and create. So we want a 3-man turret because we want maximum breakthrough on small armaments. We want the improved automatic cannon. We want the Christie suspension for the speed. We want... I'm still going to go riveted armor. Still want these cheap. Advanced radio. I don't know that we'll need stability. Let's see how fast we need to make this. Not very. 96% reliability. 8.4 to produce. Engineers in the defensive infantry would mean that I need more support equipment. I don't have the industry to support more. More units with guns? Sure, but that's about it. Also, manpower is still a problem. Although I can change my manpower law now. I think that's basically the tank I want. It's got really good breakthrough. Decent soft attack. It's cheap. It's fast. .20 armor. It's enough to deal with infantry, and that's all I need you to do. Alright, what are we going to call this? This needs another name from a patron or subscriber. Let's see if it's still left. Let's call this the Donbassos. Donbassos hasn't had anything for a while. Yeah. Donbassos. There we go. Save. And then I would like you to build Donbassos's instead of Espatkins. Go. Oof, that's going to be really expensive in terms of steel. Did I just lose my steel production from, what, Nigeria? Whoa, apparently Germany wants a lot of steel all over a sudden. Interesting. Fuel refining done. Your idea for engineers is not a bad one, or recon. Let's do recon. Sorry, let's do engineers too. So we're going to need to start thinking about support equipment, which is going to mean building some more factories once the infrastructure changes have been made. And at that point, I think it's just all-out military factories. Austria has joined the Reichspakt. Why? I mean, fantastic, but why? Some military minds in Europe have believed the inevitable continental war would be over in a matter of months, due to the powerful new technological advances. However, any lingering delusions about the scale of modern warfare were quickly vanished in the face of the torrid tales of brutality coming out of the conflict-ravaged Western Europe. Vienna has looked on with trepidation at the rearmament of the syndicalist powers for years, but now, with the open conflict threatening to upturn the balance of power in Europe, they have decided to openly intervene against the Internationale. Already, Imperial troops are marching against syndicalist forces, posing a new threat in the world revolution. It wouldn't be a Welsh Creek without them. Well, they can hold on to the Italian front. In fact, they can push the Italian front straight away. And they are, because Italy's woefully unprepared. And then suddenly, Austria! I'm really tempted to press the advantage here. Let's do it. Tie down the French forces until the Austrians can make some gains. And it looks like we're actually pushing them in several spots, which surprises me somewhat. And we need to change our manpower law to extensive, which is going to allow me to get a tiny bit of manpower. And it really is going to be a tiny bit. I lost a dockyard somewhere along the way. Not entirely sure where, but I did. Why are you not using all of this to your advantage? There we go. The Belgians have been dealt with. It is time to go back to basics. Our administration draws from over 50 years of experience on the Dark Continent. Undefeated against impossible odds in the Weltkrieg, we understand that Africa is very different from Europe, and we are aware of our limitations. This is our strength, not our weakness. Alright, then the other thing I want to do here is see how much it's going to cost me to rally public support, because I need that to be rolling over constantly. But it's 100. Okay. Noted! I might actually have a war in Africa here on my hands if France continues to do this poorly. Why am I taking damage? Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Serbian Republic declared war on the United States of Greater Austria. Although Serbia was defeated in the Weltkrieg and occupied by Austria for almost a decade, they were not crushed forever. Having defeated their enemies in Bulgaria and retaken Montenegro and Macedonia, the Serbian Republic looked towards the southern Slavic lands of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Alongside their allies in Romania and Eastern Europe, the Serbians have now issued Austria-Hungary with an ultimatum to turn over their claimed territory. The monarchy has naturally refused, and so the Austrians are once again at war with Serbia. And now we're on a three-front war. Russia, Balkans, and France. And with that, I'm going to stop pushing with these guys. Just dig in what we've taken. Serbia has joined the Moscow Accord, so Serbia's actually joined the Russians. Wow, what a mix. Moscow Accord, Reichspakt, Entente. Wait, and Romania's independent. They left Romania behind. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Here, join the war. Now you're on your own. Good luck. King Albert flees the Dominion of Canada, with the situation in the Dominion of Canada growing more dire by the moment. King Albert and the royal family have fled along with the higher-ranking exiles to the Australasian Confederation, where they hope to find a safe harbour and launch some kind of resistance. For France, Italy as well. You're not wrong. Portugal has joined the Entente. Portugal already was in the Entente. Also, what Portugal? Oh, the Entente, as in the faction that just died. Because there's no USA. Yep. Commonwealth of America took 36 states. Communion of France took 34. Canada's gone. West Indies Federation's gone. Spain's gone. New England's gone. And that is now a very scary Commonwealth of America, and also France is no longer going to have as many rebel problems down there. So that was a somewhat separate piece, because France is still fighting. Communism ascendant at the moment, yeah. And this war against Russia is slowed somewhat. Probably because we're pretty overextended. But we've got this, and this is dangerous for the French. Romania joined Moscow. Good. I was thinking I might need to go in and console command them to join the right team. Alright, so this game has suddenly gotten interesting again. Meanwhile, my motorized are running pretty roughshod over the infantry defenders down here, which I'm not that surprised by. My motorized armies are pretty strong. Although they could really do with more motorized. Yeah, we have plenty. Let's go ahead and add some more motorized to you, so you're now 20 combat width. Also increases your organization quite nicely. 32 hardness. It's a good division. And we're in the process of recruiting militia in case we do get thrown into a fight. Anywhere else? Looks like Ethiopia is about to take out Somalia. Actually, looks like you are saying you'll be very successful here. Prove it. I mean, you're not unsuccessful. Yeah, you are. Okay. Push back the Dutch, the weak link in the syndicalist front. Oh dear. Meanwhile, my autonomy gains are ratcheting up. Maybe add recon tanks to the motorized. That is actually a very good idea. Have I researched those? Yes, I have. I have the tanks for it too. Yeah, that's a good shout. Russia has called Romania into the war. There's advanced armor protection. Although my current light tanks are completely unarmored, but the medium tanks won't be. And I probably will start switching out the light tanks for mediums. Although I must say, they're performing fine down here. Only problem might be supply, but with so many ports, I don't think it really will be. New technology. That's all fine. Maybe start working on artillery. What's our tungsten supply like? We have one. Not much of one, but we do have one. Oh, and when I lost those territories, any work I was doing on infrastructure upgrades were probably lost as well. Like any plans I had for that. Actually, that's a lot of tungsten. Maybe not. Yeah, we are actually going to be pretty good on tungsten. So that's going to be medium tanks and artillery. Maybe ask Germany or another ally to cover the garrison cost. We're not going to need to. We actually have a lot of manpower, although we did lose some because all of the cores that we had on like Nigeria and the like have been lost. But as the compliance goes up, manpower is going to recover. And as long as we keep compliance under control, we should be just fine. 24 is fine, 23 is fine. 26 is a bit too dangerous. Bit too spicy. 24 is fine. You can probably even go to local autonomy. Yeah, you can. That's quite the change. We're keeping the resistance pretty much under control. We do just need more manpower for this. So next time I can change manpower law, we will, unless we're going to gain some manpower from any of this. No. Supply usage reduction, that's good. We're going to be very supply efficient actually if your logistics company is mass assault and logistics buff. Which fighting in Africa is going to be very helpful. Nigeria and Kenya were the big manpower pools, that is true. And they are now technically occupations. Oh, we're actually starting to lose ground here now. Don't be aggressive. Meanwhile, the attacks over here have been potent. The fall of Amsterdam. As the Venice of the North, Amsterdam has been long admired for its beautiful canals and port. The city's golden age of finance and trade may be long gone, but the city remains a timeless European treasure of prosperity in the arts. Unfortunately, Amsterdam has now become a battlefield, with refugees fleeing to all directions, and it has been reported that after a fierce engagement, the Dutch defenders declared Amsterdam as an open city, following a successful campaign from the German forces. As fighting in the city ceases and German forces have begun marching down the Munt Plain, the future is grim for the inhabitants of Amsterdam. And speaking of which, how is my 2%? Really? Poland's got 4, Finland's got 4, Ukraine's got 17. I mean, that's not surprising. I've lost 200,000 troops. 2%? 2? Their game's not going so well, but I have AA in my division, so they don't care. There's a Comune of France province on the coast in Africa. You have done nothing defending it. Thanks to the Spanish colony they took over. Oh, that one. You're not wrong. And they are, in fact, trying to move out. So let's grab you. Come down here, grab that, and then just head home. Thank you. Because, yes, that was one of the Spanish colonies. Guys are super short in manpower. Unsurprisingly, really. My manpower should be 2.5. We currently have 1.7, so we've got quite a lot of manpower still to come in. Decision available. We are going to go deep battle. We're going to go the long route, which will slowly but surely start ramping up our armoured divisions too. Make it happen. National focus, so we can get the African army, which is Doctrine cheapness, and then also the supply. The tour, or the cottage industries, which would be more industry. I mean, I'm never against more industry, also more dockyards. We're going to go with industry. It is strange to think that even in the 20th century a great deal of work can be done distributing work to the vast number of skilled Africans throughout the continent, many of them traditionally trained blacksmiths in order to increase our production. And we can also do this. No, we want to wait until we have the public support so we can get our market liberals up. You all have officer corps roles, except you don't, because they don't exist in this game. Just going to double check to see if you have any promotions, and also look at that veterancy.